Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and today I am back with a haul for you. When we were in the States, I did a lot of shopping, so I'm going to show you some things I bought. The video going up after this will be a full face of first impressions using some of these products. But yes, let's get into the haul. This is in no particular order, it's literally just a shoebox full of stuff because that's how I've sorted it. I'll tell you where I got it from as I go. First, the Bumble & Bumble Reindeer for Second Day Texture. This I got at an outlet, one of the outlets, because it sounded interesting. It comes with two products that I've really wanted to try. The Bumble & Bumble, obviously, Pret A Powder Dry Shampoo in the spray form, and the Dry Spun Texture Spray, which are both things I've really wanted to try. The kit was originally $20, and then I think it was 50 or 40% off at the outlet, so it was $10 or $12, so picked that up. As I said, this is in no particular order, but something else I did happen to pick up at the outlet was from MAC. And this is something that the one thing from the MAC Holiday Collection that I was actually interested in getting, but it sold out here really quickly. This is the Star Sighting Compact in Neutral. It is the 6-pan palette, the neutral tone 6-pan palette. Now I have this on my eyes with some other things. Basically I have the two mattes and this shimmer. But it's super beautiful. There are, I think, only two permanent colours in here. No, Wedge is permanent. Star Violet is permanent. And Cordial. So 3 permanent, 3 limiteds. Yes, but I don't have Star Violet. I don't have Wedge. I don't have Cordial. So this doesn't swatch fantastically because there are a lot of Dazzle shadows. 3 of them are Dazzle shadows, I think. And yeah, that's just didn't swatch well at all. So I'm just not going to bother. But basically they apply really well over a sticky base. So yes, that is that. What else have we got? Let's stick with MAC because it's sitting in front of my face. This was from a MAC freestanding store in Disney Springs. This is from the Loud and Clear collection, and it is the Postmodernist Peach Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Now I have this on my lid as the shimmer and as my highlight today. This is super duper pretty. It is just a really gorgeous peach. But it's light enough for my skin tone, which is very hard to do with a peach. So I really like it. I really like the Extra Dimension Skin Finish set. Didn't really need anything else in the collection. Really the only thing that MAC gets me on is Extra Dimension Skin Finishes in their limited edition collections. Or like anything sparkly basically. Then I'll be happy. And then I have one more MAC thing, if I can put that out. Here we go. This is a really old product. It is not limited edition at all. But it's something that I've wanted forever and I've just never gone and picked it up. Even though I have the option to pick it up here in Australia. But the markup for MAC is absolutely ridiculous. So, and as a traveller, if I showed my international driver's license, I got discount. So this is the MAC Semi-Sweet x9 palette. And it is an all matte palette. And it is so pretty. It is so boring, but it's gorgeous. Yes. I have a lot of things to swatch. So I'm not going to swatch this because it's very much just, it is what you see. But I very much looking forward to playing with it. I haven't opened this one yet. A lot of this I haven't played with. Some of it I have. I'll let you know my thoughts unless it's in the first impressions, which I'll have you stick around for that one. Okay, that's it for MAC. Let's go to Glossier. This is the Wowder in G11, G12. I use this in the Full Face of First Impressions, so you can check that video out if you want to hear my thoughts on it. It has a very, very nice sifter compartment because it's got like a little mesh bit and the stopper, so I really like that. That was in New York when we went to Glossier. And I also got the Milky Jelly Cleanser Conditioning Face Wash. Heard so many people talk about this and rave about it. Same with the Wowder. And the other thing I picked up from Glossier, which is the Boy Brow. So these are kind of the things I've heard the most about, so that have interested me the most. A lot of the Glossier stuff is very lightweight, no makeup stuff. So not really kind of the look I go for. But a tinted fiber brow gel like the Boy Brow, and I have the shade Blonde, obviously, is something I go for very regularly. So I wanted to try that, and then people rave about this cleanser, so I picked it up because you can't get Glossier shipped here. So I did it while I could. Some things I hauled while in my vlogs while I was in the States. The Natasha Denona Transfer Matte Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation in the shade 5N Fair. I reviewed this in the 5 First Impressions. And I did a mini haul in one of our New York vlog when I picked this up. It was half price, and then I had a 15% off coupon. So there's that one. Other things I hauled in that little bit of a haul was the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation. This was one that everyone seemed to have in their yearly favourites last year. I got the shade R210. Now I did use this while we were away, mostly for touching up in Florida, and it is very, very nice. I like it a lot. It's definitely not the most matte foundation, but we're also in very hot, humid climate, so that may be why things were just not working as well as they could have. Oopsie daisies. But I'm excited to try that back home just as a powder foundation and to set things, because I've heard it's amazing to set the under eyes and I haven't tried that yet. Again, another thing from the Sephora in New York is the Sephora Rouge Melting Lip Clicks. This is in the shade Caramel. I'm going to put this on because my lip product has worn off. This is a glossy lipstick in a clicker form. Jam Beauty, Jessica Braun was Jam Beauty 89. Recommended this to Taylor in their swapping of favourite products, and it is really pretty. It's super comfortable, super easy to reapply. Definitely something if you enjoy a sheer glossy lip that's super easy to work with, which is something I've been really into lately. So, and you'll see from this haul, I think I have only one other sheer glossy lip product, but yes. I feel like I got something else in this haul, that part of the haul, but I can't remember. I'll let you know. The last thing I can remember is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Lace. I did use this in the Full Face of First Impressions, so if you want to know my thoughts on it so far, go check that video out. Alright. I think that is everything from that part of the haul, because I have one more thing I picked up from the outlet that I forgot about because it was hiding. This is beautiful. This is also the Smashbox Vlada Petal Metal Highlighter in Gilded Rose. So this collection came out in May 2018. So I have no idea how America still has stock of this. Because this flew off the shelves when it came to Australia, because it had the incredible rose design in the pan as well as the awesome outside. Now this is the one that's an actual highlighter tone on me. It is a peach with a golden shift. Can you tell I have the type? I probably have about, I think every highlighter I bought is this colour tone. Well, I bought 3 highlighters and they all look like this. Wow. I have a type. But this is something I want, the one thing I wanted from that collection when it launched. So when I saw it at the outlet on sale, I was like, I need to get this because I wanted this in my life for so long. Even though I obviously have a lot of that tone of highlight now. Because the other highlighter I bought, which technically I bought this back in December and I had it shipped to Melissa's when it went on sale, and then Sephora had the extra 20% off sale items. So I got this then, and yeah, had this shipped to her and it was waiting for me. This is the Marc Jacobs Showstopper Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer. And it is a peach with a pink shift. This one has a gold sparkle in it though. It is the biggest pen of highlighter you will ever see in your entire life because it is the same size as their bronzer. This one definitely has a much more prominent pink shift and gold sparkle to it. It's super pretty. The packaging is insane. I loved the Marc Jacobs holiday packaging this year. I already don't need to buy highlighter ever again. But this is 10 grams of highlighter. Like this, I'm never going to use this up. But I really wanted it. It was on my birthday list and then my Christmas list. And then it went on sale, an extra sale, and so I bought it. Something else I bought at the sale on sale at Sephora is the Clinique Cheek Pop Palette in Cool Down. I use this in the Full Face to First Impressions. This has 3 of the Clinique Cheek Pop blushes. I literally just threw the thing away so I don't remember the names on it, and it's not on here. I think that's Heather Pop, that's like Lilac Pop and Ballerina Pop maybe. I don't know. I've used the Clinique cheek pops before and I enjoy the formula. This palette has super duper pretty packaging. And they're cooler tones. I'd use Heather Pop on a daily basis. Lilac is definitely, it's not an everyday colour, but it's not super purple on the cheek. And the Ballerina is probably something I'd use to lighten a blush up. It's quite a light pink colour. Okay, the rest of this is Ulta. Oh, no. Knew there was something else that I had hauled in an earlier haul. This is the other thing from the Sephora haul the Sephora mini haul that I showed in the vlog. This is the Violet Voss Fun Sized Holy Grail palette. There's a story behind this. I first went into the Sephora in JCPenney at Manhattan Mall to try and find the full-size Violet Voss Holy Grail palette because it was on sale and I already wanted to get it. And the sales worker at Sephora had said, he said, I just bought the last one for my mum. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? You can try the Huda palette. I was like, no, I came here specifically wanting this palette. I don't want the Huda Mercury Retrograde palette. I also happened to go in with no makeup on, so it looked like I had no idea what I was talking about. But I always find it funny when you go into a makeup shop with no makeup compared to a full face of makeup. I feel like you get treated really differently. Anyway, Violet Voss Holy Grail Fun Size palette. This is basically 10 shades of the Holy Grail palette condensed. It's very pretty. It is basically the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette with 2 pinky colours. 2 like shimmery pinks. Oh, and a couple of extra shimmery pinks. But it's pretty and I like it. And I wanted to try the formula. So I did. Alright, the rest of this stuff is Ulta. Yeah. Because I went ham on some L'Oreal. But, first things first. KKW Beauty. I really wanted to come try some KKW and Kylie Cosmetics. But I find it really hard shopping on their websites. because it's an exorbitant amount of money for shipping and you don't get to touch and play with things. So I picked up the Classic Blossom Eyeshadow Palette from KKW. I used this in the Full Face of First Impressions if you want to know my opinions. There's a super pretty colour story. Very similar to the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. Look, I have a type. And that's okay, because even if I have 20 eyeshadow palettes that look the same, I happen to use all 20 eyeshadow palettes. So it is what it is. And then from Kylie, I picked up one of her blushes. Nothing else that they had in stock really intrigued me besides the blush. So this is the Kylie blush in Close to Perfect. And I basically used this any day I was wearing makeup in South Carolina. Because it's so pretty. I did wear it a couple of times in Orlando as well. It's a super pretty peach blush. And it's really soft and buildable. And I honestly really enjoy the formula of this. It was $20, I think. So it's definitely on the higher price tag. But I think if she came out with other colours that I liked, I don't need more blush in my life because I have enough. I have enough of everything and don't need anything new in my life. But that's besides the point, isn't it? Yeah. So I really like the formula. Let's go where I went a little insane on L'Oreal. Because it was buy one get one free. And I had a 20% off coupon. And L'Oreal in Australia is extremely expensive. And a lot of the stuff I bought you can't actually get here. I think we figured out there's a couple of things you can get here, but let's start with those. The Colorie Shine lipstick in Sparkling Rose. This is another one of those lovely glossy stick lipsticks. So pretty. This is in a more pinky tone. I have the burnished rosewood of this, and I really like it. And I have the plumping in coconut, and I also really like it. So I bought another one because I was in a mood. Something that we don't have here yet, and something that I probably could have gone without. This is the L'Oreal Matte Lip Crayon in Caramel Blondie. Now, Maybelline and L'Oreal are both owned by L'Oreal. And another thing I picked up while we're at it is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade Lead the Way. This formula was in a lot of people's favourites last year. So I thought when I saw the matte lip crayon from L'Oreal, let's try one of each. And you can even see in the swatches the difference in formula. This is the Maybelline. It dries down matte, but it goes on nice and creamy. This goes on so dry on the lips, and it accentuates every little line on the lip. It is not comfortable at all. It is not flattering. Yeah, I don't understand why you did it, L'Oreal, because the colour's really pretty, but the formula's just not great. I might keep it around just to kind of try and see if my lips are just too dry at the moment, and if I prep my lips differently it'll work better. But first impressions, I don't love it. Maybelline one, however, I really love. Something I already knew I loved the formula of was the L'Oreal Rouge Signature Ink. This is from a limited edition collection. We don't get limited edition collections here. So this is in the shade I Choose. And I already have the shade, I think it's I Rule. This is a corally pinky tone. Super pretty. Need to get it off now so it doesn't stay in my hand. But it's a super long wearing formula, one I already know I like, and I wanted to pick up another colour of. Alright. Things we can't get here. The L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Sponge. This is my current one that I use today and it's nice and dirty. I think I also have another one away. I love this sponge. I love it, I love it, I love it. L'Oreal, bring it to Australia, please. And don't change it like you changed the formula. Oh, I bought waterproof. Why did I buy waterproof? Of the L'Oreal Lush Paradise, which in Australia is different. It's just called Paradise. L'Oreal Paradise Mascara. It's not the same. But I bought the waterproof version. And then let's go on to my addiction to burgundy. Something else you can't get in Australia is the Voluminous Burgundy Mascara, which I love so much. So I bought two. And then while I was on the burgundy kick, I bought two burgundy eyeliners, both of which I'm wearing today. The first is the Infallible Pro Last Pencil in Burgundy, which is a, I wouldn't call it a burgundy, I'd say it's more a wine colour with a shimmer. It's very pretty. And then what I have as my wing today, and this was my first time using this today and I really enjoyed it. This is the Matte Signature Eyeliner in Burgundy. Flammable. No. Do you not have the name on here? Flammable until dry. Lovely. I assume it's just the burgundy shade. But it went on really nicely. It does have a felt applicator, so if you don't like a felt tip eyeliner. But it was super dark, super defining, and it went on really well. And so far it stayed really well. It's been on for probably like 5-6 hours. It's wearing well so far. Alright, Maybelline. I also picked up one of the City Mini palettes. This is in Blushed Avenue. We have a range of these, but not a lot. And this was just really pretty. I don't know. It's got some mauvey tones and a purple. Very pretty. And then we went to, oh no, this was also from Ulta. The Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in 01 Sunlight. I'm surprised this is the, oh no, it's not the only Milani thing you picked up, Hannah. My box is getting empty, but my brain's not working. Picked this up. This was in the Full Face of First Impressions. So if you want to know my thoughts, go there. It's a really great colour for my skin tone though. Not that you can see that at all. At all. Alright, the other Milani thing I got. Because apparently I'm blind. To the big palette sitting there. This is the Milani Gilded Nude palette. And I've used this once. And I did a super, super basic look. And I think I literally used Boozy Brunch and Pampered. But this is Milani's new eyeshadow range. And it's super pretty. So I picked it up. I know I like Milani eyeshadows. I have one of the other palettes. Yeah, the Sultry, no, not Sultry. Passion, Pure Passion. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, it's pretty. These shimmers are beautiful. Yeah, the metallics are definitely where it's at in this palette. Not that the mattes aren't good, the mattes are super soft. but for drugstore metallics, like, they are very, very nice. So yes, that was from Milani. Then we went to Walgreens and I picked up something else I'm disappointed with. And it is nothing to do with the product itself, except maybe it is. It is completely dried out. This is the CoverGirl True Naked Cream Shadow in 920. Frivolous. And it is so dry. I tried to kind of like work it on my hand this morning to get to some fresh product and then put it on my eye, and it was still super difficult. People compare these to the Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks, which I adore. And the colour is really pretty. But it's, yeah, dried out already. So, and like this isn't, and like this is a relatively new product on the market. Like it's, I don't understand how, yeah, it's already dried out. Very bummed. And then the last brand is Joa. So Joa is a brand we cannot get in Australia. And I did very well. All I bought was an eye makeup remover, because I'm running away, and a brush tip eyeliner. I'm so fly liner, because I don't know, I wanted to try it. And I did in my full face first impressions. So if you want to know what I think, go check it out there. So that is it for this haul. Stay tuned for the full face of first impressions next. I do have another haul and a non-beauty haul that I plan to do, and a what I took versus what I used video. So if you're interested, do subscribe just to see new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below what you want to see more information on, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!